the court would like the prosecution to formally file a motion that will be approved by this court formally to drop and withdraw without any further reception of evidence on Articles 1, 4, 5, 6, and 8.
Mr. President.
The gentleman from Makati and Bicol.
Yes.
Mr. President, I think that that's the privilege of the prosecution. If they prefer not to proceed anymore with the, how is that, 5 other articles. So I would suggest that they just file a notice, formal notice, and not a motion, because I think it would be unfair for them that we still pass judgment on what they would want to prove. Just a notice, and that's it.
Yes, well,
We can do that, sir.
you file so that you see, if you do not make a formal notice or motion, then my next question to you: are you submitting these cases for decision on the basis of the pleadings that were filed? Because there are pleadings already that were filed. There was your articles of impeachment. There was an answer. You made a reply. There are controverted facts. There are defenses that were raised by the defense, which will bind you if you are not going to traverse them. So I want a formal statement of your clear position on this matter.
Yes, sir, we will do that. We'll file a formal notice that we will not anymore presenting evidence with respect to Articles 1, 8, 4, 5, and 6.
And not only that you're not presenting, but that you are withdrawing.
And we are withdrawing. Yes.
And in effect, canceling these articles of these individual articles of impeachment in your articles of impeachment against the respondent.
We will do that, Your Honor.
Very clear, huh? Very clear. And that you will stand
Will you object?
or fall on your case against the respondent on the basis of Article 2, 3, and 7
Correct, Your Honor.
of your articles of impeachment.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the pleasure of the defense?
Well, I was about to make a short manifestation, Your
Proceed.
Honor, in connection with the alleged offer of non-presenting evidence insofar as the specific articles of impeachment are concerned. But I'll be more correctly satisfied, Your Honor, if there is a withdrawal or a notice to that effect filed before this court so that the court may act on it very, very formally, Your Honor.
Yes.
Mr. President, the reaction from Senator Arroyo, I think we were misinterpreted.
Yeah.
Mr. President,
Gentleman from
I
Makati
don't
and
think
Bicol.
the action of the prosecution to file a notice is subject to an opposition of the
I'm not opposing.
an action or even
No
our
action.
approval, and that is the right.
No action necessary.
I think a court action will be necessary, Your Honor.
No, I mean,
Because the pleadings have gone so far already. There were evidences presented this way and that way, and I do not think that either party may do what they want without an approval from this court, Your Honor.
Anyway,
Mr. President,
yes.
the prosecution is not interested anymore on 5 articles. So, if they file a notice informing the Senate that they will not anymore prosecute the 5 articles, so be it. And that's it. And then it's not subject to the approval of the Senate because they're the ones who have filed the articles. It's their privilege to withdraw it if they want to. So if they file a notice, that's it.
We want to be sure that we have a formal evidence of the position of the prosecution that they are in effect withdrawing as articles of impeachment Article 1, Article 4, Article 5, Article 6, and Article 8. That is as far as the articles of impeachment is concerned. Now, but you cannot deprive the defense about the effect of their answers. They can use their answers to these articles if their material for the defense of their client.
Your Honor?
Okay?
We will do that, yes.
Is that understood by the prosecution?
Yes, it's loud and clear, Your Honor, and the prosecution wishes to thank the kind statement of Senator Joker Arroyo.
All right? What's
Well-
the pleasure of the defense?
Mr. President.
We submit, Your Honor.
All right.
We have delivered
So
our
ordered.
pitch, we submit, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. President.
The Majority Floor Leader.
Yes, yesterday, the Counsel for Chief Justice Corona filed a motion to suppress illegally obtained evidence, seeking to expunge from the record all evidence thus far offered, received, and proposed in relation to the subpoenas addressed to PS Bank Branch Manager Ms. Annabel Tiongson. To allow our colleagues to go over the pleading that was filed, I move that we take up the matter in caucus also on Monday, March 5, 2012.
Is there any objection?
Your Honor,
Yes.
with respect to that motion filed by the defense, we filed a manifestation today. The prosecution filed a manifestation that we will file an opposition on or before March 5,
Then
Monday.
granted.
Thank
We
you.
will
Okay.
take it up. Thank you, Mr.
We will
President.
take it up in our caucus on Monday.
Thank you. Mr. President, may we ask the Sergeant at Arms to make an announcement?
Sergeant at Arms may now make an announcement.
Please all rise. All persons are commanded to remain in their places until the Senate President and the Senators have left the session hall.
Mr. President, I move to adjourn until 2 o'clock in the afternoon of Wednesday, February 29, 2012.
Is there any objection? There being none, the trial is hereby adjourned until 2 o'clock in the afternoon of Wednesday, February 29, 2012. So ordered.
Tapos na po ang 25th day ng trial, impeachment proceedings laban kay Chief Justice Renato Corona at marami pong kaganapan ngayong araw na ito. Mukhang significant yung move ng prosecution at titingnan natin in the next coming days kung ano ang magiging epekto nito. Talaga bang tama ang kanilang ginawang desisyon?
Tama ka dyan, Mark. Nagbigay ng manifestation itong lead prosecutor na si Congressman Neil Tupas at sinabi niyang sapat na ang kanilang mga naipresentang ebidensya na patunayan ang kanilang mga aligasyon laban sa Chief Justice at tinapos na nila ang presentasyon ng kanilang mga ebidensya. Sinabi rin ni Tupas na wini-withdraw na nila ang pag-present ng Articles 1, 4, 5, 6 at 8. Tatanungin natin ang ating mga lawyers na kasama dito. Attorney Vidal, una ka na. Ano yung reaksyon nyo dito sa pagtapos na ng prosekusyon?
Nakakagulat pero na-relieve din ako dahil at least umiksi na itong prosesong ito at malapit na siguro nating makita ang katapusan nito. Pero may epekto din na ibig palang sabihin ay sa tingin ng prosecution ay na-prove na nila lahat ng allegations dun sa ibang article na kanilang naglabas ng mga ebidensya doon.
Attorney JJ, ano pong diferensya ng hindi pagpresenta ng ebidensya versus dun sa talagang withdraw yung mismong article na yun?
Yun nga yun ang pinagtataka natin at hindi natin narinig sa prosecution ngayong hapon dahil tinatanong na siya ng ating mga senator judges, ano ba ang inyong plano? Hindi lang ba pagpresenta ng ebidensya o dinodrop na ninyo completely rito? Kung kahit nakita natin si Justice Cuevas na he will only take it easy daw kung mag-file na ng written na motion na dinodrop na nila itong mga allegation. Anong implikasyon nito? Pag walang written motion dropping the allegations, it means at any time when they change their mind, bigla na lang may susulpot na naman silang witness. At hindi natin makikita ang katapusan ng trial na ito.
Okay, thank you.
Samantala, tubungo naman tayo sa press briefing ng prosecution panel. Panoorin po natin ito.
At yung issue po ng dollar account si Chief Justice Corona.
At
nag-express reservation ho siya with respect to the dollar accounts kung magbago ho yung decision po in case yung TRO ay malift ho, ay we will be presenting. We've reserved the right to present evidence ho on the dollar accounts. Yung kay Chief Justice Sereno, I think it can be explained by kay Justice Sereno po, it can be explained by Congressman Kimbo.
Well, as you know, we wrote the Justice Sereno this morning that if she could actually appear before the Senate so that she could testify, we had been asking her through many channels. But I think what happened this afternoon at 1:30, or 2 p.m., when the Supreme Court spokesperson, Attorney Midas Marquez, announced, nung inanunsyo po niya na talagang nire-reiterate ng Korte Suprema yung kanilang February 14 resolution na hindi lamang po inalis yung kahit konting alinlangan, ay talagang isinimento na po nila ang buong Supreme Court. Kahit yung mga process servers, messengers, ay hindi na ho nila pinapayagan na magpunta rito sa impeachment proceedings, knowing fully well na previously ay nagpunta na po dito because of these developments, and it has come to our also our attention that particularly with the press conference earlier by Attorney Midas Marquez, we do not see anymore that we're not at all hopeful that Justice Sereno will actually show up before the halls of the Senate. And we felt like it was going to be unfair to the defense as well as to the senators if we keep on dragging itong ating plano po para i-rest na yung kaso solely on the fact na gusto natin siyang magpakita dito. We need to terminate already the cases. In fact, this matter has been discussed by us for a long time. While it may have come as a surprise to some of you, this matter, matagal na namin pinag-uusapan, 2 linggo na, that we really wanted to rest. We were hoping that Justice Sereno would show up and to be able to give further meat to Article 7. But based on our assessment last night, Article 7 can stand even without her, and the press conference today ni Midas Marquez clearly showed to us that Justice Sereno will not be able to show up before the Senate.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. We are surprised.
Good afternoon.
Pero, sir, can we just get maybe a rough date when you decided now, let's just stop it? And number 2, how would you describe the effect of the Supreme Court decision on your case?
Well, first of all, with respect to the question of kailan ba nag-decide ang prosecution na 3 articles lang i-present, no? Matagal na talagang usapan, not just 2 weeks, no? Nung na-mention kanina ni Congressman Miro, could be more than that. Hindi lang involved dito sa decision-making ang panel of prosecutors as well as spokespersons, but the Speaker is involved as well as the